As you know too, the equity for equipment proposals has faced a lot of opposition in the ministry. Mr. Liu argued with me over this, and Mr. Zhou put Mr. Ma in charge of the negotiations. I called to stop Phase 2. I guess Ma and the others thought that I wanted to regain control of Phase 2. I only do what I think is the right thing to do. The equipment of the Japanese isn't suitable. I won't deal and team up with them. Even if I lose some of my colleagues' support, I must ensure that Phase 2's design objectives are achieved. But this time, there will be only 3 of us up against all of them.
Don't worry. We can manage.
Okay.
Let's return to work then.
Go. Come in. Huh? You didn't spend your rest at home?
I feel uneasy at home, so I dropped by here.
Here, have a seat.
Okay.
What's going on?
Mr. Song, public opinion is changing these days. How do you feel about it?
I'm aware that the public's mind is currently changing, but despite all of this, substantial progress has yet to be made.
Are we discussing the same thing?
What are you talking about?
The opinion inside the factory. In your position now, you may not be aware about the ongoing matter, but you still have to take action.
I heard a little about the first workshop. I already discussed it with Fang Ping and Xiaoding.
I'm thinking, whether the top officers or the regular ones, we can't offend anyone. We can't upset any of them. Thank you. A decision must be made.
Be more specific.
Last week I went to the ministry for a finance and accounting discussion. I had a private meeting with Director General Liu. He had a positive outlook, and he doesn't have any judgments against Donghai.
However, his words sounded a little uncomfortable to me.
What did he say?
He instructed you to build Donghai according to your own plans.
Liu Xiaodi is a problem.
Thus, I think that
Maybe my words have little impact.
if you want to build a well-balanced relation with Director General Liu, you basically need to go there personally and to talk to him.
I'll deal with it.
Mr. Song, I have some advice for you as an expert. I know how much you love the factory.
I don't have any doubts to your plans, but opening up requires a procedure.
Those foreign businessmen are currently unsure about the situation now. It's reasonable to assume that they're hesitant to come here. If everything else fails, you could apologize to Director General Liu. We'll go back to the old method of purchasing equipment.
I'd rather slow down Phase 2's progress.
Mr. Song, answer that call first.
Hello?
Daddy!
Hey, Xiaoyan. Okay. Okay. I still have some work to do. I'll come back later, okay? Be good.
Your daughter?
I promised I'd take her to the theme park. I've been putting it off for a while.
That's all then. Get back to your work. I already said everything I should and shouldn't have said. It'll be the usual meeting again tomorrow. Regarding this matter, consider it again.
Okay. I'll think about it.
I'll get going then.
Next stop, Shenzhen North Street. Comrades who wish to step down, please get ready.
Song Yunhui is an absolute monster.
Now you're calling him a beast. You tried to impress him back then, didn't you?
I thought I'd be transferred to a new workshop and receive a raise in my salary after the Japanese arrive. Mr. Song's order caused me to suffer in vain for months.
You should have looked into who it is, negotiating for phase 2 equipment. Would Mr. Song allow anyone to steal his spotlight?
Last year, we worked around the clock to meet our output goal. But in the end, what happened? He carried on. He doesn't care about workers' well-being for the sake of his own authority. Why doesn't anyone depose a government official like him?
Lower your voice.
Why should I? I'm not afraid. Song Yunhui doesn't own Donghai entirely. I wonder what kind of surrounding he grew up in. He's ruthless regardless of his age.
Do you believe that it was cruel enough? Well, when he was in Jinzhou to advance his career, he used to go to the deputy director's house every day. In the end, he was able to win the heart of his daughter. Did you know that?
Really? Is that true?
Yeah, you
That's
didn't...
not true!
You
You
talking
just
to me?
You're both talking nonsense!
Who are you? Are you from Donghai? Are you trying to gain the favor of Song Yunhui? Do it in front of him. Don't meddle with us. Listen, we're not the only ones around here who's cursing him.
Listen up as well! Both of you are mistaken about him!
What a jerk.
You...
I'm sorry.
Careful when you're driving!
Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? Ma'am, are you okay?
Are you okay? What a reckless driver.
Daddy! Daddy!
Hey, Xiaolin. Hey, did you gain some weight, huh?
Xiaolei,
Hey, Mom.
the towel and clothes are inside the bag, huh?
Okay.
Here's the water.
Make sure she'll always drink her water.
Yes, I will.
Carry it like this. Here. Allow her to change her clothes when you return.
Okay. Why, aren't you coming?
No, thanks. I'm taking your mother to the flower market. Have a good time.
Yes.
All right. then.
Enjoy and take care. Xiaoyan, you should listen to your dad. Do not run, okay? Good girl.
Go now.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Okay. Bye, Mom, Dad.
Yes.
Here, let's put this inside the bag.
Mommy!
Hey, Xiaoyan.
Mommy, come with us.
I can't join you. I'm not feeling well today. Just enjoy it with your dad. I'll go with you next time, okay?
Everything okay? Why aren't you feeling well?
I'm just exhausted from work. Hey, be good and go with your dad. Go with him.
Let's go, Xiaoyan.
I'll join
Let's
you
go.
next time. Go
Mom.
on, you should behave. Go on, just behave, please. I'll go with you next time, okay?
Where'd you get that?
Oh, I fell down. It's nothing serious. Go with your dad. Listen to your dad, okay? Go on.
Xiaoyan, behave and wait for me, okay? How did you get that?
I just fell down on the bus. I'm fine. It's just a scratch. It's nothing too serious. I'm really fine. Don't worry about me.
Let's clean your wound.
Xiaolei, is everything okay at work? At the factory?
It's okay. Why are you suddenly asking?
I heard them talking. That everyone is upset with you. Because Phase 2 is becoming an issue.
Keep it a secret from Mom and Dad. They're old. Don't let them get angry.
No, I won't tell them, don't worry.
I'm relieved then.
When I was young, Uncle Shui told me this. When you're working in a factory, it doesn't matter whether officials criticize you, but you must not allow your workers to criticize you behind your back.
Why haven't you mentioned this before?
Even when those officials belittled you? Even if I felt terrible about it, I still won't tell you when I returned. But when I heard those workers backstabbing you, I felt really scared.
Have you met any factory employees today? Do they have anything to do with this injury?
It's nothing. Stop asking.
I'm sorry that you have to endure this with me.
Mommy, what's wrong?
I bumped my head when I was outside. Look. I'm crying because it hurts. Mama was so dumb. Please blow on it. Good girl. I'm all better
It's
now.
all right, Mom.
Hey, hold on a minute, sir. You've never been here before. I'll go and check it out first.
Mayor Chu, I think that we should go together. The county mayor assured that nothing will go wrong this time.
Don't worry. I know exactly what to do. Wait for me.
Hey, Mayor Chu! Let's go.
Come in. What is it?
Yan Jun.
Oh, Mayor Chu. Welcome. Here, have a seat. Sit here. Let me get you something to drink. Why are you here today? Why don't I invite some people over in the afternoon? They're fellow citizens.
It's okay.
You should give me a chance to prove my sincerity, right? Have a seat. Have a seat. Please.
I'm here to represent the county government in order to assume management rights.
Mayor Chu, you're really funny. I'm so nervous. You scared me.
The accounts, waybills,
Registration paperwork for industrial and commercial tax.
also the surplus deposits and cash must be handed over. A car from the district is here. I was worried they wouldn't be able to explain it clearly. I was also worried that you'd get physical and blow up the situation.
Mayor Chu, didn't we promise that if I could keep Zhang Ming and Hong Wei, you wouldn't interfere with my business? You're a leader. You must keep your promise.
I'm a poor activist. I must obey the organization.
I'll talk to the organization then. Can you help me be the witness? district saw my capital certificate. I built my own market with my own money.
Yang Shun, you're not dumb. You should be able to figure out the cause and consequences.
I can't figure it out.
Last time, what did you do in Jiangyan?
I've never been to Jiangyan.
Mr. Zhao said you went there.
Do you guys only support people like him? I'm a legal taxpayer too. I'm also paying fees to the government. Why doesn't anyone help me when I'm in trouble?
Lei Village owes the bank millions of yuan. The pressure...
You owe the money, but you're paying it back with my market.
Yang Shun, I know you're upset, but an affiliated business is illegal and nothing can be done.
I don't care. I'm going to fight anyone who tries to take my market today. You understand? Now get out. I said get out of here.
Yang Shun, it's for your own good.
I said get out of here!
Yang Shun!
Get lost!
Hey, stop it!
Let go of me! Let go of me!
Yang Shun, you're out of your mind!
Get out
Do
of
you
here!
want to get arrested again?
This is completely absurd!
Think
I don't
about your
care!
mother!
Get out! Get out of here!
Yang Shun!
Go away! I don't want to see you!
Yang Shun! Yang Shun! Please listen to me! It's me, Da Shun! Look at me, Yang Shun! Yang Shun, if you hit somebody today, there will be no room for a plan, okay?
Yang Shun, I'm going to inform the county staff to take over. Clean up your personal belongings and just get out of here.
How dare
Got
you?
it.
How dare you? Get out of here! Get out of here!
Stop!
How
Yang Shun!
dare you!
Stop it! Calm down! Yang Shun!
Go
Calm
me!
down, Yang Shun!
Go me!
Stop it!
Go me!
Calm down!
Do not worry. I will not jump. I have over 137,400 yuan on hand, and I believe I'll be able to recover the 57,000. I'll certainly lose the deposit of 100,000 yuan to Xiaoran. We spent 87,000 yuan to construct the Donghai market. And also 230,000 yuan, which my mom borrowed. Yangtze Street has nothing to do with us anymore. Based on my computation, we owe 100,000 yuan. It's nothing much. Well, to me, it's nothing much.
Let it go. That's just money. You can earn it again.
Brother Dashun, I might be able to return you the 50,000 yuan on a later date. I should repay the money that my mom has borrowed first.
Don't act so distant. We are all in this together.
Yes, let's do it together. With our skills, we can easily earn 100,000 yuan. In the worst case scenario, I'll rickshaw some goods. I'll sell electrical goods, wires, motors, cables, video recorders, and players so that we'll earn the money fast. You're strong, so you will ride the rickshaw. Then I'll be shouting from the back that there's no need to rent a counter. The warehouse will still be our home. I lived in a warehouse when I was in Northeast China. This may not be easy, but I can endure it.
Sell the ladder car too. That will be beneficial.
100,000 yuan a year. Once we pay off the debt, we'll boost our investment and keep doing business. In less than 5 years, I'll get Yangtze Street Market back. I'll continue to work in that office.
I'm claiming it. In 5 years, we'll get Yangtze Market back.
what will happen.
Huh?
After that, there will be another Zhao Xiaobao. Zhang Xiaobao or Li Xiaobo, who will try to get my Yangtze market.
Yang Shen, don't think negatively.
What should I do then? A market cannot be run by individuals. When you finally expand your market, people will have ideas on it. When Brother Lei was around, I found him annoying. I felt that he was always so excessively unreasonable. But now that he's been brought down, I realized that it would be enough if no one took your market.
Why don't we look for Song Yunhui? I am sure he'll know what to do.
Forget it. Now, the county and township want to take my market to pay off Lei Village's debt. The government also wants to take it. What will he say about it? Don't make him sick. It's really over for us. It's really over. I'm tired. Dashun. I'm really tired. Let me rest here for a while.
Xiaolei, the market still got into trouble.
Where's Yang Shun? Is he all right?
He just fell asleep. His spiritual support is gone. I know you are unable to solve this problem, but you have to get involved. Otherwise, you'll really lose all hope.
Don't worry. I'll go to Jinzhou at once. What is it?
Mr. Ma would like to see you.
You were looking for me, sir?
Mr. Song, have a seat.
Why? Is there a problem?
The ministry asked about the Phase 2 status. I already wrote a report. It was signed by the others. Take a look. If there's no problem, I'll submit it. Ever since the Japanese manufacturer went back, the development of our Phase 2 has come to an end. This is causing alarm among the ministry leaders. I've made several calls to report it. I have informed them about your efforts. However, an oral report isn't better than a written report.
I stopped the purchase of the Japanese equipment. It was also me who contacted other foreign manufacturers. This report has shown the real situation. I have no objections.
Mr. Song, let me say this to you once more. We have been delayed for only a month. the equipment available from the Japanese company can still be purchased.
I've stated my decision clearly. I'm in charge of equipment as Deputy Executive Director. It is my responsibility to get the best equipment for Donghai that I can. Mr. Mai, have some personal matters. I'd like to take a day off.
Okay.
Hello? Yes, yes. Yes. Please just hold the line. Mr. Song, a phone call from Beijing.
Hello? Oh, it's you, Shu. Really? That's great.
According to Comrade Xiaoping, there have always been different opinions on the creation of special economic zones, with concerns over whether they will engage in capitalism. Shenzhen's construction achievements have clearly addressed those who have expressed such concerns. Special economic zones are socialist, not capitalist. Don't hesitate to pursue more foreign-funded business. There's nothing to be afraid of as long as we're logical. We have the advantages. The major and mid-sized state-owned businesses, as well as township and village businesses. Comrade Xiaoping emphasized that we must be bold in reforming and opening up. We must be willing to take risks. We should not be afraid like our ancestors. When we set a goal, we must be ready to take risks. We won't be able to break new ground. We have an ambitious and adventurous spirit, as well as courage and vigor. There will be no new ventures unless a route has been blazed.
Brother Xiaolei, you're here. It's all done. Just register with your ID card.
Okay. Hello.
We came together.
Please come in.
Thank you.
Lei Dongbao,
Yes.
you have visitors. Follow me.
Okay.
Yang Shun.
Brother Lei, finally we met.
You were involved and detained for some time because of me, right?
That's fine. I was only detained for 2 weeks. Brother Lei, you've suffered a lot. Let's sit down and talk.
Sit down. Let's talk.
My situation isn't that horrible. They keep asking me this question and more questions. In the end, I received only a 2-year sentence. Xiaolei, you've endured a lot of trouble. All because of me, right?
It's fine. I just explained the situation to them.
Brother Xiaolei rushed from Donghai overnight to locate witnesses and proof when we learned that you were in trouble. He also went all over the place in Beijing. Without Brother Xiaolei, our innocence would most certainly have never been proven.
Well, I also knew it. You wouldn't just abandon me.
That's because you didn't commit too many mistakes. If not, I wouldn't be able to save you.
I didn't steal any money. But in the end, I still ended up in prison.
Brother, don't lose hope now. Regarding your situation, I really have to lecture you.
Go ahead. When did you stop criticizing me?
I know that you did it for the sake of Lei Village, but resorting to bribery? You know that's illegal. You've harmed yourself, and Lei Village has suffered as a result. Even Xiaoyan got involved.
Yes. If I'd listened to you and not built a copper plant, I wouldn't be in the same situation as Cheng Kaiyan. One mistake leads to another.
Seeing how you act now, we're glad we've suffered together with you. But don't be discouraged. You weren't punished terribly, because as a result of the South Tour speeches, confidence on reform and improvements has increased. The country has re-emphasized that development is the guiding principle. Everyone's debating how to properly and objectively treat pioneers of rural reform. They also held a meeting to talk about you.
I was a pioneer for most of my life, but I ended up being a negative example. What happened at the meeting?
In summary, your problems must be divided into two parts. You must be held responsible for your case. However, instead of dismissing your prior trial and error achievements because of a mistake, the party and the government must affirm your eagerness and educate you on your errors in the process of exploring reform. Do you understand? Thus, brother, with this basis, you must behave yourself in prison. Once you're out, you'll have many opportunities.
Your company must have been affected. I'm sorry.
It's okay, Brother Lei. It's not affected.
You can go to Donghai if you want to. If anyone in Lei Village wants to stop you, just tell me.
Brother Lei, no one dares to criticize me. Brother Xiaolei, tell Brother Lei about the South Tour speeches, the speeches on the South Tour.
The South Tour speeches strongly support sole proprietorship. I believe that Xiaoyang's affiliation issue will be settled shortly. No one would dare challenge him in the future.
Really?
Apart from that, the country will undergo new changes as reforms and improvements continue. It's now safe to say that we've entered a new era. This is an era of skilled individuals.
Yang Shuo, your peak has arrived.
It's a pity that you won't be able to experience it right now. Think about yourself while in prison. You can still make it huge once you get out.
Choi, I assure you that I will.
I have to go.
You're both leaving already?
There's a lot to deal with. In the coming days, I won't be able to visit you regularly. You should take care of your health. Brother, these are for Mom and Dad.
Please extend my gratitude. Yang Shuo.
Yes?
Once you've arrived in Donghai, work very hard.
Brother Lei, you can count on me. I'll work really hard, and I'll be successful. I won't disappoint you.
We'll get going.
Mr. Song.
Director General Zhou will check Donghai factory tomorrow. In today's meeting, we'll discuss the receiving procedure. This has always been Gao's responsibility.
At 9 a.m. sharp, all the leaders of the factory will meet him at the train station. At 9:30 a.m., he will arrive in Donghai. From 10 a.m. to 11 a.m., he will be accompanied by the team members to check out the output of the first workshop and command center. At 11:15 a.m., there is going to be a conference room discussion.
Is that all?
Oh, and in terms of factory sanitation, we've hired workers to do the cleaning in the afternoon. Advertising and welcoming slogans will be hung.
Director General Zhou is the leader of our Donghai factory. This is the first time he'll check and visit our Donghai factory in these past years. We all must welcome our leader and report to him with optimism. Definitely, the sanitation and advertising slogans are necessary, but I am afraid that these are not enough. Donghai has achieved some success this year. The output capacity and technical transformation are our strengths. At tomorrow's meeting, these shall be reported by Mr. Song and Han. We will not overstate the results, but we also should not ignore Donghai's problems. We must be very accurate so that the leaders will understand Donghai's specific situation. As of now, the biggest problem of Donghai is the progress of Phase 2. The issue has carried on for nearly a year, from the moment we began contacting Japanese manufacturers. And now there's still no progress. As the factory director of Donghai, I'm embarrassed to face the leader.
I take full responsibility for the situation. I won't put the blame on you. At tomorrow's discussion, I'll take the responsibility of reporting this to the leader.
The progress report for Phase 2 has been submitted. The leaders are aware of the overall situation. At the meeting tomorrow, Comrade Han Zegang will report on Donghai's production and technology status. I'll discuss aspects of party and government work. Comrade Song Yunhui will report on the Phase 2 situation.
By the way, may I speak with Director General Zhou regarding the purchase proposal?
Discuss it briefly. Overall, everyone should finish their speech within 15 minutes. You guys are in charge of the specific content.
Yeah.
If there are no suggestions, let's go back and start our preparations.